Hi, hello friend, welcome to a channel. Welcome to our anti-MLM subreddit review that we do every single month. Disclaimer here, in light of what's going on in the world, people keep asking me why every time the virus gets brought up right now, why I'm censoring it. And the reason I bring this up now is because I guarantee it's gonna get brought up somewhere in this subreddit this month. But basically the reason is YouTube is very trigger happy against people who talk about it. And in this case, you know, maybe this isn't such a serious video where I'm like, this message needs to get out. It's just, we're just sitting here laughing at memes, having a good time. In the case where I have something important to say, like the last video that I posted about Eric Worre and his views on the situation, I feel like that is an important video or an important message in general to get out. I want people to see that. So, you know, if I put something up that isn't censored and YouTube doesn't like it, they'll either take it down or not promote it to anybody. And that's not what we want. Sometimes they have issues like getting those notifications out to followers when YouTube decides to do that. So it's an important topic, and yeah, it sucks that I have to censor it, but I mean, if I want people to see the content I am making, whether it's something like this that can be just funny and goofy, or if it's something serious, I mean, I wouldn't be a YouTuber if I didn't want people to watch what I'm making. So anyway, if that answers your question, yeah, one way or another, gotta play into YouTube's rules. That's just how it goes. Okay, let's jump into the memes. All right, top meme this month. Look at that. It's something I have to censor. I told you. Oh, I knew it was gonna be all over the place. Okay, please don't use COVID-19 as a way to sell your diet plans or supplements as a way to boost immunity. I will fight you. My sister was just texting me yesterday about someone she used to work with who was like posting all over Facebook. Like, this is someone who I obviously don't know, but like, I mean, this is someone who's close enough to me that it's like, this isn't just something you see on Reddit and on Instagram and shit. Like, this is something that people actually do, and it's really, really frustrating. The other thing is too, is while we're talking about this situation, we all know, at least in America, we're supposed to be getting some stimulus checks in the next few weeks, and I just want to put this out here now, and I want to make a separate video about it because I just want people to know that it's coming, you know? But I just really get the feeling that we're gonna see a lot of posts of Huns being like, hey, you just got all this money, join my company, make more money, yeah! It's gonna happen, and I want to make a video about it, warning people before it actually starts happening. But I make $4,000 a week working from home, and you can too, MFers. Awfully quiet now. I don't think they are, right? I think we hear them more loudly than we have been recently. You know, they're all over the place like, I'm so grateful to have an income from home. Look at me still being able to pay my bills. Like, flaunting it. Just like Eric Worre said, we got something to brag about. Like, yeah, no, they're bragging. I don't know who you've been looking at, Gavin, but they haven't shut up quite yet. I mean, the hope is that they don't get through the very many people who are, you know, desperate for an income during this time. The hope is that MLMs just go, I don't know. I don't have as much faith in humanity as I feel like I should. Ooh, 6 months of my wife doing it works. Oh, wow. So they've lost $1,200. You know, considering what other people lose in MLMs, that's really not that bad, but wow.
Wow.
And that's only in 6 months, dude. I really would love to see more people do this, just to really show the numbers, you know? Not only that, in 6 months, her commissions were $200 in 6 months. That's like, what, $35 a month or something like that? Like, that's not good. This popped up on my Facebook today, some heavy words of truth in there. I'm so tired of y'all in this 9-to-5 slander. 9 to 5 pays the bills. Everybody don't want to sell lashes. You know, 9-to-5s aren't for everybody. I wish I didn't have to have a 9-to-5, and I only feel that way after having a child though. So before I had a kid, like, it didn't really matter to me how I was making money and what I was doing with it and how I was spending my time. Like, I didn't care. But point is that, like, yeah, 9-to-5s, like, that's healthcare workers, that's firefighters, that's police officers, that's teachers. That it's just, yeah, the 9-to-5 slander is really fucking stupid, especially because they're at least guaranteed a minimum wage paycheck. That's more than Karen can say, you know? Even drag queens aren't immune. I just remembered I once thought I was going on a date and it was an MLM scheme pitch presentation. Oh no. I mean, I haven't been single for 13 years, so I guess my question is to anyone who's ever used Tinder, because I certainly have not. Do people do that? Like, is that a thing that people go on Tinder or like any of those dating apps or dating websites or something just to pitch their MLMs, not to make legitimate connections with people, not to date and make friends and stuff? Like, people just go on there to pitch their MLM. That would not surprise me at all, but that's also really upsetting.
Hey girl. Just curious why you sad reacted to my exciting news? Have you heard of Herbalife products?
Who hasn't heard of Herbalife? Like, seriously. And for the people who have heard of Herbalife, how can you think it's like a legitimate business opportunity, I guess? I don't know. They've just been under so much fire, like publicly. I think it's funny. Like, not even just like an angry reaction or a comment or anything. This person was just like, huh. You know? doTERRA isn't gonna save you from coronavirus, hun. Oh my god. The woman in the seat next to me is talking non-stop about her oil saving her from coronavirus. She then proceeded to douse herself in oregano oil. She smells like spaghetti. Currently regretting those last few tequila shots last night. Oh my god! I don't remember what video it was, but oh, it must have been the last video I made on the virus in January or something. The lady that I was reacting to, she was like trying to really push the oregano oil thing, so I was like looking up studies and stuff. There's evidence of oregano oil in a lab environment having like antiviral or antibacterial properties or something like that. I don't remember exactly off the top of my head, but the thing is that even though it's in a test tube that shows a little bit of promise, there's no evidence at all that that can be replicated inside the human body. And even then, you'd have to probably take an amount of it that will either make you very sick or kill you. So don't quote me on any of that because I just don't remember off the top of my head the exact facts, but it is a thing. Oregano oil has never been proven to do any of that inside the human body, only in a test tube. So anyone who pushes that, they're misinformed. We're looking at you, Huns. Marketing tip: do not use fear during COVID-19 to market your services or as a reason to buy. This does not show integrity in your offer, nor you as a business owner. I mean, yeah, louder for the people in the back, please, but I mean, these people are brainwashed, right? We know this, so no amount of common sense, no matter how much we shove it in their faces, they will never listen. They'll sit there and go, oh, I'm not using fear, I'm just trying to help people. Like, you're not. You're trying to benefit off of people's fear. There is no integrity in that. I may have started a fight on my local Facebook page. Oh no. It's going to be more important than ever to support local businesses. Excellent article, but Epicure, Norwex, and Discovery Toys are not local businesses. Stop supporting MLM scams and support actual local businesses. Yes! Dude, so yesterday I ordered off of DoorDash. I see what they're trying to do, but like, it's not perfect, DoorDash. But basically, like, you go on there and the first category that you can order from is like support your local neighborhood kind of thing. So it's like restaurants in my area as opposed to somewhere that's like 5 miles away, which is cool, but the problem is that like 4 out of 5 of them were still large chain restaurants, or not necessarily a large chain restaurant, but a restaurant that probably doesn't need much help right now, you know? Definitely not like a hole in the wall place. And those are on DoorDash, but just not in that section. They need to have a section for just like local restaurants to order from, just so that the money is staying in our local economy, you know? What do I know? They've got a point. If you go out and spread it to 10 people, and those 10 people go out and spread it to 10 more people, and they go out and spread it to 10 more people. Does this sound familiar? If you're still voluntarily going out, you're falling for a pyramid scheme. Stay home. Yes. A lot of you guys sent me this one this month. And I always appreciate it. This is always a good time to say, hey, like, a lot of you guys send me messages and it's getting increasingly every day harder for me to respond to all of them. So just know I read them all and I so appreciate all of them, but if I don't respond to you, please don't take it personally, because I just can't do it anymore. Like, it's very hard. I turned off the Instagram notifications on my phone because it was just starting to get too much. So, not to brag or anything, like, look at how many people want to talk to me, but no, really, I feel bad when people like, hey, I need to tell you this story, and like type it all out, and I'm like, oh, I just got done like responding to this person for the past 3 minutes, and you know, I got this other thing to do, you know, I feel bad, but it is not going unnoticed, and I love that you guys send me these. Even if like 5,000 of you sent me the same exact one, I still love it. Thank you for doing it. And also, yeah, stay home. Oh no. Okay, this is from a Young Living Hun. We know Lyme disease can be tough, but it shouldn't be untreatable. Oh no. So the thing about Lyme disease, and I am not a expert on Lyme disease, but quick little story. So at my day job, there was a woman who was from Germany. Like where I work, we have like a self dog wash for people to come and do their own dogs. And this particular lady actually owned a local grooming salon that she ended up selling because she's gonna move back to Germany. So she would come to our salon and in between, you know, the selling and then moving to like groom her own dogs and stuff. And she was telling us that the reason she's moving back to Germany is because she has Lyme disease and she can't afford to have it treated in the United States. That is so upsetting to me. She was someone who was contributing to society. She was an actual small business owner, and we let her slip away because our health situation is really shitty out here. It's a lot cheaper for her to go get this treated in Germany. Like, that's really sad. But secondly, Young Living, what the fuck is this shit? Raindrop massage therapy? Well, now it does say at the bottom that it's recovering from symptoms of Lyme disease. So it's not saying that this is a cure for Lyme disease, but it's a treatment, right? That's what it says. How did they get away with this? I don't know, I'm just upset about this whole picture. I just keep staring at it and getting more angry. Oh god, I'm so glad this is on here too, because I saw this month and I wanted to talk about it. Anyway, what MLM boss babes look like when they call anti-MLMers poppets. Just found out that the derogatory term for anti-MLMers is poppet, and I can't stop laughing. First of all, this picture is great and accurate somehow. The pirate on the right is clearly a Monet Hun, right? Am I right? And the guy on the left, I would say probably unique. But let's talk about the term poppets here, because maybe it's in the comments here too. But from what I've seen, there's no source for this or like reason. So like my thing was like, is it just because we popping off? You know? I'm too old for this shit. The top comment on this thread in Reddit: poppet, a historical definition, a small figure of a human being used in sorcery and witchcraft. This person says poppet is also a term of endearment used in Britain, a bit like deer, usually directed towards children. Well, yeah, in Pirates of the Caribbean, that's kind of how they were using it. They were using it to speak about Keira Knightley, who is like a beautiful young lady, you know? So this person says anti-MLM equals poppet, pro-MLM equals puppet. That's good. Someone is saying, reiterating how I feel about it, they say, I've never seen it used in this way. I think it's something one person said and this Instagram user is trying to make it a thing. I just want to know where the source was. Like, where did this come from? What is the reasoning behind it? I'm fine with being called a poppet. Instead of saying I'm an anti-MLM YouTuber, I'll say like I'm a poppet. Like, I think that's a way cuter term, right? Like, a poppet is a cute word. I'm all right with it. And just like whoever that one commenter was, it's better than being a puppet. Am I right? Context: my relative works corporate for a healthcare company. Dude, some dumbass on my webinar conference call thing asked this hella important doctor if tea tree oil killed the virus. MLM asked Karens. It cures dandruff, but that's about it, LMAO. I was so glad I was muted because I was laughing my ass off. This woman is an emergency medicine doctor that has taught biosecurity and bioterrorism safety classes in Harvard and Stanford, and is a medical director of disaster response, and some idiot asked her about fucking tea tree oil. Oh no. It's just really frustrating to hear people, real life occurrences of this happening. I've heard people say oregano oil and like thieves and what is that, clove bud oil and stuff like that. I've heard all people like trying to say that stuff cures viruses, but never tea tree. No, I thought tea tree was, yeah, like she said, it cures dandruff. I thought tea tree was for like skin blemishes or like dry skin or something like that. Since when is it supposed to, I don't know, maybe it's antibacterial. Well, it wouldn't be antibacterial, wouldn't kill viruses. Maybe it's antiviral, I don't know. In a test tube though, probably, if anything. Anyway, I have a little money to invest not going to happy hour this past week. What pyramid scheme should I join to pass the time? You know, I considered the idea of like, and I probably will not do this unless y'all like really, really want it, but I don't know how it would work out, you know? But I think it would be funny to like go undercover, like start like a GoFundMe or something for you guys to help me pay to buy into a pyramid scheme of your choice, and then just kind of like go through the back office and like try a few products and just like be in group chats and stuff. I don't know how to make that work, but it would be so funny, right? My sister has seen the light. Okay, ladies, let me preface this. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I used to work for Jamberry, yes, an MLM. We all make mistakes, right? I have some leftover wraps that I'd like to mail to you so you can give yourself a free manicure during this time to cheer you up. At least she's not with, well, no one's with Jamberry anymore, right? They closed down. But at least she's not like with Color Street now instead. Now, I remember hearing that Jamberry kind of messed up people's nails though, but maybe not. I didn't look too far into it. I only like barely looked into it when I was researching Color Street. But I also know they're different from Color Street too. Like they take longer to apply and you need like heat from a hairdryer and stuff. So regardless, I mean, if someone were to be like, here, do you want some free nail products because you're sad and home alone and you need to make yourself feel better? I'd probably take them, yeah. I wouldn't pay for them, but I'd be like, hey, thanks, sis. Now I feel pretty. I'm down to join this Facebook group. Absolutely no MLM posts, recommendations, or talk. I don't care if essential oils saved the baby Jesus himself. Back off, hashtag girl bosses. Your kind ain't welcome here. In Lucifer's name, I will beat you with a bag of oranges if you so much as whisper it. I don't have much to say about that. It's just good. I mean, there's no context as to what kind of Facebook group this is, but regardless, I'm sure it's relevant and hopefully it worked for them. Oh my god. How did this Hun not see this coming?
They canceled the LuLaRoe cruise. I am speechless. Non-refundable plane tickets. All kinds of drama. Holy shit. And I don't swear.
Please tell me they are making this up to you guys. You worked so hard.
I'm surprised that LuLaRoe is still in a place to be holding cruises, right? I know like everyone talks about LuLaRoe, but because of that, I have not looked into LuLaRoe super hardcore, like just kind of the basic stuff. But by now, shouldn't they have been forced to like redo their business model and like their compensation plan and stuff? Like how do they still have a cruise? There are people in this world who are like in denial that there is a worldwide pandemic going on right now. But no, our cruise got canceled, darn it! It's like those kids who went to Florida for spring break and they all got interviewed all like, I don't care, I'm young, it won't affect me. Like, fuck you, and fuck you, Karen, with your LuLaRoe legging bullshit. Funny how no one is sold out of essential oil. I know, right? I mean, that is a good point. Because, yeah, if you go to the Young Living website right now, like, they still have it. I literally was looking, like, 2 days ago. Maybe they have some sort of, like, you can only buy 2 of these or something, like, just to make it seem like they're hurting for restocking, but no one can afford that shit anyway. I think a bottle of Thieves is like $45 or something, which if you're using it every day and just like rubbing it all over the place every day, like you're gonna run out of that shit pretty fast. Like that's expensive. That's a lot of money for people to be spending right now on something that isn't scientifically proven to do anything. No one wants this, Hun. Hashtag I'm just saying.
Everyone wants to hate on network marketing until they can't leave their home anymore and wish they had a business. Hashtag I'm just saying.
We extra hate on you guys right now because you're all using fear-mongering to get people to sign up under you to give you more money off of their losses, because no one's gonna buy your fucking shampoo, no one's gonna buy your jewelry, no one's gonna buy your pearls, no one has money for that shit right now, and then they'll clap back and be like, well, if they joined, they could make all the money and blah, blah, blah. No, they can't! They can't! 99% of people do not. I'm just saying. Oh, I love these. Copy-paste fails. Seems as though she forgot to delete a little something. Oh god. Seriously, these are my favorite.
Hey, I am so sorry if I'm bugging you, but I'm guessing you are crazy busy like me and just didn't have the time or the brain space to see the message I sent earlier. I know I'm always opening messages and forgetting to respond. Anyways, I just wanted to re-ask if you'd be open to or have a need for any support in energy/brain fog, improved gut health, hormone/thyroid or weight gain/loss. If so, can I send you a short little video on what I am loving? If not, no worries, kissy face. Send a video when they say yes. Great. This is less than 2 minutes and it describes some of what I'm using and why it works so well. Can you relate to this at all? Does it sound like you too?
Oh geez, I wonder what company this one's for. I just feel like if you can't properly copy and paste a Facebook message to people, like if you cannot do that without fucking it up, like you have more problems on your hands, you know? So this kind of stuff is made for the people who, like when you hear the people high up talking about who's gonna succeed and who doesn't, they'll sit there and be like, oh, well, it's all about skill, like you have to know how to do sales and stuff. And this is the stuff that's made for those people who later on they'll be like, oh, that person failed because they didn't know how to do sales. Someone types out this script to like help people who don't know how to sell things, but it's like you can't do these businesses without being a salesman, point blank. You just can't. Maybe it's like a little sad because that person is probably also really naive. All right, well, I think we're gonna call that done. I have new merch. It is linked down below if you want to check it out. I'm not gonna be pushy about it right now though because I understand not being able to afford YouTuber merch right now. Like, I totally get it. But for anyone who is blessed enough to support me in this way, there's a new t-shirt, phone case, bag, sweater, hoodie design, whatever, down below, and it would mean the world to me if some of you guys would wear it. Did I get a t-shirt? I think I got a t-shirt on its way to me, so I'll show you guys when I get it. But it's through Teespring, and I've had nothing but good experiences with Teespring before, so anyway, you can check it out if you want to. Thank you for being so chill about my super crazy upload schedule right now. But yep, this is what I gotta do because I'm not working either. What's up? But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'll smell you later. Bye.